Hey you guys, it's MJ from Alta Love. How are you? I had some spare time because my clothes are currently in the laundry and I'm waiting for them to be finished. So I have to do laundry at the laundrette down the road, which means they're a busy laundrette. You don't really want to kind of leave your stuff hanging around and waiting out there. Anyway, I felt inspired to talk again today, and I want to talk about plastic, Earth, and mass awakening, how it's all connected basically. So the mass awakening is really something a lot of us have known is happening. We're somehow weirdly connected to our path and purpose and why we're here and all this kind of stuff. And awakening really just means that we kind of see through a veil. When we look under the veil, usually it's dark, it's corruption. That's very much part of my path. When I was 19, I moved to UBC, went to the University of British Columbia, and alongside studying women's studies, abstract theory, and political theory, I was having these inner perspective shifts and experiences which opened up my eyes to the many veils of the world that we're taught to believe in, the construct of it, and how most of the systems and organizations and sort of industries that we have in place are based in the false perception of separation. So that deep knowing has always been within me, at least as an adult, and it's always been guiding me intuitively because in a conscious way, I've never known how to address it with people because it was so out there. It's becoming more relevant now because this mass awakening, because the internet, whistleblowers, and things like ET and full disclosure, all of these different things, and the environment, obviously, this is part of the share, the Earth's increasing kind of electromagnetic activity, hence like the ascension, right, are rewiring electrical pathways, are ushering this movement into a higher vibrational frequency. So this higher vibration in a simultaneous, in a what do I want to say, sort of simultaneous way. So it's paradoxical. It's always one happening here now, but on a multidimensional level, that us becoming more aware of our distraction, i.e. lifting veil, seeing the underlying darkness of that veil, it wakes us up. Suddenly we go, holy shit, we're buying plastic and it's ending up all over in the oceans and it's killing our oceans. Or, my God, the clothes that I've been buying for the last 25 years are made by slave labor in the Philippines. You know, women and children are making close to nothing to make my cheap clothes or whatever. Yeah, you know, like, politicians are not necessarily what they seem to be, and the whole system, and ultimately you learn that, you know, the economy as we know it is inherently criminal. You know, the economy that we know of today was based on enslavement and kind of corruption and criminality, and a lot of our kind of governmental taxation systems, it's all kind of based on stealing from the earth and from her people. So this is why we're living in this great time of global awakening, is that the beings inherent to this earth, and again, this is out there stuff, but for me personally, the great awakening and healing journey requires us to expand our consciousness field beyond this earthly dimension. That's why I talk about kind of our cosmic origins, our galactic timelines, as far as like connecting the dots as beings from other dimensions and or timelines and or just universes that converge into this time-space reality for a purpose. And like, it's all so weird, right? Because actually, in a very simple human way, our purpose is just to experience greater joy in these bodies. Like, oh my God, I'm alive. Like, That's amazing. And then to have dominion and mastery over the physical vessel, and then to extend this physical vessel broader and broader into your external reality and make it what you want it to be. You become the puppet master, right? And not the puppet anymore. Good afternoon, Esther. How are you? So this whole becoming more aware of the underlying corruption and also our shitty consumption patterns, which are clogging up the landfills and the oceans, that is like a reflection of this inner awakening. So us awakening, we're suddenly aware of the darkness within. I have to do something about it, which kind of sends us often in healing loops or rabbit holes or conspiracy theory or lots of different channels. In my opinion, most of them lead back to the source of all creation, which is your own self. Right here, y'all. Right here. It's the heart space, the unifying vortexual energy field that connects mind to higher consciousness, that connects all of our energy into our aliveness as these bodies. And then through this heart field, we're able to yoke the light of our awareness to imagine a different world. That's basically what light workers or whatever are doing from within themselves, and it's a really beautiful thing. So we're here to clean up. Part of it is energetic cleanup, so we start to heal and harmonize the emotional body so that our minds, thoughts, and our words and our deeds are in alignment, right? So the more active we become in alignment with this soul source that we are, the more effective of a channel we can become to usher this change. So the global new paradigm actually is here. It's now. And the disparity or contrast is assisting with the awakening. And there's lots of things happening on the kind of political field of things which are not what we think they are. I feel like I might have to go into this or discuss this in some greater depth at some point, but not for today's share. So this is cool. This is all really kind of amazing to me, and how everything's lining up after all of this time, after these sort of 16, 17 years of this journey, and it's all sort of culminating to this deeper and greater understanding of like my beingness, and like the weirdness is like feeling into the dream, but then as a manifestation it's not necessarily what you ever thought it was. And yet the knowing of your own heart space is like where you're like, oh yeah, this is good, this is me, this is fine, I can do this. And then you keep that energy going. Because why? Because it's joyful. And why? Because you recognize that it works in the way that it's meant to work, because it helps to harmonize others around you as well. Or it repels people which are not in alignment with the source of your knowing. So there's a lot more clarity and a lot less parasitic energy that you invite, because you don't have these sort of like unconscious patterns and programs going on. Hence the 4 pillars of ultra love and these online courses that we're sending out into the world, right? Hey, sending you love from the UK, Selective Oddity. Nice to see you, nice. Yeah, have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope that that was somehow useful to you guys. Maybe entertaining, I'm not sure. Pretty short today, but yeah, my laundry's probably just about finished now, so I'm gonna go grab it and have mostly a chill out day today, for sure. Have a great day, you guys. Om, peace, peace, peace. Namaste.